Hello, everybody. Welcome to the October edition of Life with Ella, October 2023. And here she is. She's got the Zoomies right now, where she's just flying around the room uncontrollably, and she's just settled down from Zoomieville. Ella a little older. I was going to do my first video October 1st, but I had church on the 1st, and I had blood work yesterday, October 2nd, so it's Tuesday, October 3rd that I put this video together, and I recharged the battery on my phone, as I just noticed there's a blue light on my screen that's flashing that I was not aware of. And if you've just heard a woof, that is one of the dogs, Luna and Stella, that I keep Ella away from. Very nice dogs, but they get their hands or they get their mouth on Ella. That's going to be all she wrote for her, and I do not want that because she's only 3. So we get along. Life is going on. My mom had a very serious health scare about 6 days ago. She is at Advent Health Hospital in Tampa as we speak. She's getting a feeding tube put into her. This is the 4th health scare she has had since Christmas Day last year, Christmas Day 2022, and she's doing fine. Scared the bejesus out of me, and I had to rush down there, and I was with her for 44 hours straight from 4 o'clock Wednesday till noon on Friday. I was with her 44 hours, got very little sleep, and I'm not usually an emotional person, but deprive me of sleep for that long, and I will be. And I'm getting eye surgery here in a little bit. I go down for measurements Friday, and I think I'm going to have a little excursion tomorrow because I'm not getting my food stamp money automatically, as I have in the past. I was supposed to get some food stamp money in September, and I never got it. I was supposed to get it during when Hurricane Idalia approached, but never got that at that time as well. So we will investigate once again. I'll go over to Tavares with my buddy Rob and check that out. That's the plan now anyway. So as far as I know, they haven't called me since they needed my permission to do the surgeries, but Mom is at Advent Health. I would think they haven't called me to tell me that she's moved, so I assume that she's still there. And if they need me, they'll call me, and if they don't call me, then I'm assuming that she's still there, which could be dangerous, but I don't think so. So Ella is just putzing around. I'm going to go down here, play with her a little bit. What are you doing? You just had the Zoomies. Was working on the computer, which has already turned itself off. And Ella is just cleaning herself. I think she's probably getting ready to take a nap on the bed that I'm currently resting on. So October 2023 is underway. Sweetie. Hi, honey. Oh, now see, these are the moments. Howdy doody, everybody. It is October 9th now. Just got back from a doctor's appointment here at Village Medical in Leesburg. I have another one where I'm going to have to go to the ER about my good old right foot. That's been giving me trouble for a while. It hasn't really healed the last 2 or 3 months, as Ellie is showing off here. Hi, sweetie. So if things go the wrong way, I could wind up in the hospital again for the 3rd October in a row, but hopefully not a significant visit, as was the case back in November, from September to November last year. And I was about this little bugger for almost 8 weeks, with the exception of about a 36-hour period in between ALFs, but I've talked about that in the past. Hi, sweetie. So I'm hoping that there's not going to be another time as she bunts the camera here. You can't really see it, so she's very, very close. Um, so I'm hoping there's not going to be another time period where I'm away from her. Don't want that. But this foot's got to heal, and it hasn't really shown signs of healing the past few weeks. So I'm going to go get it looked at and through an ER. Hopefully they won't admit me, but we have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And I know you can't see it because Ella's too close, but she's biting my arm right now, trying to get my attention because she knows I'm talking about her, I guess. So this is kind of a white knuckle 24-hour period that I have here. Hopefully they'll just give me stuff for it and I won't have to go to the hospital for a long period of time. I spent 3.5 weeks in the hospital in St. Petersburg when I got my toe amputated, my right toe, this foot here that I'm waving around. And when I had the foot ulcer, which was a big, big hole back in July of last year, and I was in the first few episodes of Life with Ella. The wound is still there, that's a problem, but it's now down to about the size of a fingertip of the index finger, kind of about this size, and I can't get that last inch closed for all the tea in China, so that's why I'm going to go have it looked at over in Tavares, which isn't too far away. Ella's been good. Ella, I tell you folks, she is, I don't want to say she's a model kitty, because I'm sure could be a little reckless when she wants to be, but she's very sweet. A very sweet young kitty of 3 years old, going on 4 in a few months, and I am just so happy to have her in my life. I probably would have gone crazy by now if I didn't have an animal in my life, and I'm very, very grateful to have her with me. So I'm hoping things will go okay, but you will know that in a few seconds, because I'll be back to tell you about what happened the following week, or it'll be a few weeks, a month or two down the road before I do this again. So at this point, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Hey, sweetie. Hello again, gang. It's the 14th of October. Didn't go to the hospital on Tuesday past, but I am slated to go now to the hospital ER on the 16th, so I think I got about a 50-50 shot at least spending a night in the hospital. You know, they say when you're in prison you're a guest of the state. Well, I guess when you are a constant hospital visitor, as I have the past several years, you are a guest of bad health. Now I'm going to try to swing around here, but I'll kick Ellie in the process. How you doing, sweetie? So I apologize for the poor camera work, but I'm holding this in my right hand and I'm kneeling. So Ellie might be without me yet again for a day or two, I would hope. The wound is about the size of an index finger, your index finger fingertip. Okay, but the problem is it's been that way now for several weeks without really getting smaller. It was when I first moved here to Leesburg. It was getting smaller, but now it's just stalled and there's callous skin around the wound. So I have another appointment in Apopka, which is kind of like the distance between Largo and North Tampa, on Monday. And after that, I come home, and Rob's going to take me to a hospital in Tavares, Florida, it looks like, as I record this now. And we will see if they can do anything about the wound, because if you are just on Medicaid, you can't get wound care around here. And there's not a lot of places that do wound care if you're on that limited coverage. I had wound care in Largo when I was a homeless person in Clearwater at HEP about 11 months ago. But if you're just, somebody just trying to make it and you're trying to find wound care, then it becomes quite a challenge. So maybe it's a loophole that will get fixed one of these days by our government, but don't hold your breath on that. So that's where we are. And if I'm in the hospital, I'm probably going to take this camera with me and show you what the problem is. Hello everybody, it's August was a couple months ago. October 16, 2023. For me, this is Judgment Day. I have one appointment in a POPTA medical appointment, and then I come back, and then we're going to an ER in Tavares, Florida, the Advent Health Hospital. Not the same one my mom was staying in Tampa, but one nonetheless. And since I cannot get wound care on Medicaid, I'm going to have this foot looked at. This foot right here. My right foot. To parody the Daniel Day-Lewis movie of the 90s. Now there should be a little bit of gore here, as there's a hole like right here. My battery is charging. Fully charged, unplug your charger. And there's a hole like about right here. It's about this big, and it feels a little wet to the touch. So I probably, as I woke up, I bled into it a little bit. And I have Neosporin on a bandage, and I take the bandage off in the shower, and then I put bandaging back on. I have padding, but I'm down to like my last day's worth of padding, unless this blue bag when I come back home. If I come back home today, I'll look through that and see if that bears any fruit. Ella doesn't know it because I don't speak her language, but today is kind of my judgment day. Two ways it could go. Either they could fix me up at the ER, or I'm going to be hospitalized again. For the 3rd October in a row, I'm going to spend the night in the hospital, which I'm not looking forward to, but if that has to be, then it has to be. So that's what I'm looking at this morning. Ellie is playing around. You hear her. She's kind of playing hide and seek with everything right now. The object in front of the TV is her old dish, which I'm about to take out, get cleaned. Yes, honey, I see you running around. So that's what I'm looking at. My first appointment's at 11. I'm getting picked up at 9:30 because it's over in Apopka, and that's like going from Largo to North Tampa. About a 25-mile trip. And then I come back here, and then I'm going to the hospital getting a go bag prepared. I'm going to put the computer in it, going to put the camera in it, and I try to get Life with Ella done on time, as Ella is chasing everything that moves. And preparing for the worst, but hoping for the best. Sweetie. Hi, honey. Oh. Now see, these are the moments. Hey everybody, it is now the 24th of October. Mom has entered hospice care. My ER visit wound up, they really didn't do anything for me there, but they have set up wound care, which I'm going to see today, and got me in touch with a podiatrist. But you're all not here for that. You're here to see Miss Ella, who is doing fine. One of my church friends got her some cat toys. They're somewhere in here. I'm trying to do this fast because my battery is low, and I haven't recharged yet. So we're waiting on Mom, unfortunately, and I think the end is coming rather soon. I got in touch with my aunt for the first time in nearly 2 years. We're talking again. Everything is good, and I want to try to go see my mom one more time before she goes. But Ella has been a joy in my life and has been this past nearly 2 years now that I have had her. So we're just waiting and hoping. I'm signing DNR orders today for my mom. So the wait continues, and Ella's doing pretty good. Sweet. Hi, honey. Oh, now see, these are the moments. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. It is right now the 31st of October, Halloween. Get to spend Halloween at home for a change. Ella's over there. And just wanted to thank everybody for tuning in under difficult circumstances. For me personally, Mom's still alive as of this recording. She is in the hospital. She pulled her feeding tube out. And of course, I got Ella here to keep me company, and she's been a great joy, as I've been saying throughout this month. So we bid you adieu, and hope for better things in November. Bye-bye, everybody.